It looks like we're back. Let's get Carl back. I'll try calling. Oh, I'm still on the call with Carl, apparently. So Carl can return. Yeah. So hopefully that's worked for everyone. I hope everyone's doing okay. Sorry about that. Basically, I clicked stop streaming, changed the resolution settings, because I couldn't while I was streaming, and then pressed start stream again, and it went, your drivers aren't up to date to do that. Oh, what? Well, your drivers aren't up to date. You can't stream with these drivers. Like,
ooh, I just heard you coming back through my headphones there. I went out to get a drink. Is everything okay?
Well, yeah, everything's back from the looks of it. And it's just like, I was streaming, press stop stream, and then all of a sudden I'm not allowed to stream anymore. It's like, how does this make sense? I was streaming 10 seconds ago.
So you've got it sorted now, yeah?
And it looks like it, yeah. And the coffee soap as well. Thank you for subbing.
Right,
you know what? Let's get the whole pride wall back.
I am gonna go just grab myself a cup of tea though, pal.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, yeah.
I'll be back in a sec, and let me know when I'm back.
Luckily, we've just had Tattle here, like keeping time from passing. We got lucky in that sense. I didn't press A to stop this dialogue, so as far as I'm aware, it means that we're the very start of the day still. If not, we can obviously just restart anyway because we've just done it. But yeah, oh. Yeah, thank you for everyone who did stick around and just keep chatting between yourselves and stuff. Dyed your hair purple an hour ago. That's awesome. I really need to get back on mine, because this is technically purple. It's just faded that much.
Cool. While you can as well, mate, or when you can, if you want to share your screen back to me.
Oh, yes, of course. I thought I'd make sure that I can start streaming before doing that. There we go. I'm going to pick that up. Pick that back up for you. Excellent. I don't know whether I'll do the full rainbow again just because I'm trying to stop myself from bleaching it too much now because I'm trying to grow it out. So I don't really know what I'm doing in terms of my hair colour other than just like, you know, keeping it topped up and that. Just because I'm like, well, I've got to grow it out a lot now. And I'm planning on like growing it out, so I don't want to bleach it too much because then it'll damage all the hair I've got.
You might hear some like awkward noise in the background. I was doing squats.
Doing squats in the background.
Yeah, because I've got like my exercise equipment in my office.
Ah, right, okay.
I was debating doing it on stream, but I thought if I make it like a channel point reward, I'm never going to get anything else done.
No, no.
I'm debating...
Suppose you could set, like, the time limit to be that once every 10 minutes someone could do it or something.
Well, I'm debating doing, like, an exercise stream, but I need to figure out a way to get it properly in.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Nothing is horrifying, I hate it.
I tried dyeing the beard once before. It didn't take at all. I tried going like a dark red, and it just didn't take. So, yeah. I don't fancy bleaching my face to try and make it work. I've just accidentally skipped the first night, so, no. Ooh. So we got to turn back time again. I wish my final form would be Sephiroth. Like, that would be ultimate goals, wouldn't it, really? So we're going back to the start of the first day again, because I just clicked through like, oh god.
So, because while I was waiting, I've just been like, you know, just doing a bit more FFX grinding, and a Tomberry came in, and just, do you know the thing where the Tomberry was and just stabbed you?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. The Tomberry classic.
The Tomberry walking up and just slapping you one, you're like, well, I'm dead.
I mean, ultimately, I think my final form will probably be having an ability like bloody Tonks in Harry Potter, where she can just change her hair at will.
Oh, yeah.
But I think I'd rather do it by my own design than, like, based on my emotions.
You know, like, speaking of, like, Pride,
Mm-hmm.
And then you got a character whose literal entire ability is, oh, well, depending on how they feel, will reflect how they are, outwardly perceived by others.
Mm-hmm.
And like the whole thing of it being like, Tonks is a girl who like deliberately adopts like a more masculine way of looking, because that's how they feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
And can actively change their appearance. And it's like, J.K. Rowling accidentally created one of the strongest and best allegory for like trans people, and then fucking hates trans people. She accidentally created one of
And
like
that's
the
the thing
absolute.
is, same with is it like the Animorphous something like those people?
The Animorph series, yeah, where that lady is like super fucking
Oh
outspoken.
no, I
about
meant like what's it called in Harry Potter?
the Animagus.
Animagus, yeah. Like also the idea of I didn't feel comfortable being a human. I'd rather like live as an animal form.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but you can definitely like make that choice then and decide that you would rather live your life as a rat or as a dog or whatever.
Or the fact that oh yeah, well, Lucas, the Patronus is incredibly specific to an individual and is like deeply reflective of how you feel inside. But you can change it if you suddenly feel that you better reflected by a different thing.
Can you change your Patronus?
Yeah, Snape does it.
Oh yeah, because he wants it to be the same as Lily's, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's a deeply personal thing that is it like something that's immutable? Oh, actually, no, you can totally change it if you feel like it.
It's because the word trans was pulled up by Automod, which I think is probably fair enough, because then that gives me the chance to stop anyone like harassing trans people in chat first.
No, I'd rather have a Automod that's too heavy-handed than one that's not. And risk and plus as well, if the chat is directly above your own head, the last thing you want is something horribly transphobic, racist, or bigoted above your own head. Someone to take that screenshot and post it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna go get my cup of tea anyway, pal.
Yeah, no worries, yeah. I don't think we slowed down the current flow of time, did we? Yeah, I think it's one of those of just that's in Automod to, probably stops any terms that could be inflammatory or used in the wrong way and stuff like that. So it makes sense in the sense of like mods there to try and protect people rather than the opposite way around of like it just oh shit. I know I was gonna say like obviously people probably assume people know where I was going with that. Just like yeah, Automods there for people's safety and stuff in chat mainly, but like because oh no, I didn't remember that like yeah I've not got sticky notes anymore. All my notes files were wiped. They were all just saved to my hard drive and not to the cloud, so I don't know what the lottery numbers are. Oh well. I guess we can buy them and do them again. It's only like 10 rupees, isn't it? Was the first one 112? I feel like one of the nights was like 112 or something like that. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just get my notes up of what the bomber's code was and what the lottery numbers were. I could look through my old VODs, but like I can't do that right now. So I can't abuse the lottery system at this very moment.
Yes. Like, it's a reasonable solution or suggestion, which is not very good.
There we go, get some arrows back.
Well, that will be a good trend of every time J.K. Rowling does a Q&A.
What?
But that's the thing, like, not even like a trolling way, is it? It's just why did you create a universe that is so easy to read as being supportive of trans people?
Yeah, being an allegory for trans people or like supporting trans people, all the ideas behind like choosing who you want to be and things like that, and there's constant different like things in that universe that could be translated that way and quite easily translated that way.
To the point where reading them any other way actually requires more of a stretch.
Yeah, yeah.
Even stuff like the
Tonks,
mirror
as people have said in chat, like referred to in chat a little bit, is like, it's Lupin's wife. She is one of the people that becomes Harry Potter when they all turn into Harry Potter to try and like fly him. Is it back to Hogwarts? I can't remember.
Yeah.
When they're in London and they have to try and get Harry safely through, and then yeah, she's the character who can change her hair color at a whim, but she's not in the films like too much.
No, the CGI budget was probably...
To Ron's house, that's it, yeah. Yeah, the one that can change her hair, that's like the easiest characteristic to know by, but yeah, she's not in the films a great deal. And like the fact that she can change her hair comes up in like 2 scenes, I think. It's like it's a very memorable trait, but something they don't show off very well in the films. As far as I can remember, anyway.
It costs a lot of money.
It probably cost way more money then. I'd argue now I guess it wouldn't cost that much.
Probably not now.
All you're doing essentially is like color changing on a hair. Not even like you particularly have to cut anything out. Her son also has the ability. There.
But it is one of those like hilarious things of like she accidentally wrote something that is so pro-trans. And every time you know, if you pointed it out to her, she'd be like, "No, I didn't." It's like, you fucking did.
Hmm. God, the alien. So this is the Nintendo Switch Online version. So you know, I am playing on an N64, like Nintendo Switch Online Pro controller, N64 controller, to emulate that experience. So this is the one that should hopefully not crash on us all the time. Because the Majora's Mask GameCube version on the Collector's Edition, which I do have, was like notorious for just crashes and problems and stuff.
You don't need that, do you?
No, it's because I think specifically it's harder to emulate a couple of games like Majora's Mask and Donkey Kong 64, which use the the expansion pack.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I like bringing myself hand paint. It's more just that it's A, really nostalgic because I grew up with the N64 as like my main console, and B, just like it's really interesting to me to be able to go back to these old games and experience them with the awful controller that was the N64 pad, just to kind of really be able to go back and be, well, how does this hold up? Not on a better control scheme, not on a pro control. How does it hold up on the shitty, like, analog stick with horrible dead zones and stuff?
Yeah, which is the way the game was intended to be played. That's a perspective that has value.
It's like, it's more interesting to me to be like, well, let's not ignore the N64 controller because it was that bad. Let's, you know, bring it back to the forefront. Let's remember how bad this was. And most of the controllers okay, but A, the analog stick was a poor first attempt. And B, like, obviously, you know, the weird thing of, well, you've got to move your left hand to either the middle stick or the left stick, depending on what game you're playing. And some games you kind of need to use all three.
Yeah, but the important thing to note is, though, that they were the first. So that's why it gets the pass. Like, it was the first to do it, so it gets the pass for that reason.
First game controller to have a proper analog stick, I believe.
Yeah. You can forgive it when it's like, you know, literally setting a trend that exists to this day.
It is missing the chunky, like the transfer packs and the rumble packs and stuff, yeah, but obviously the rumble is built in. And the transfer pack can just be emulated and just read the save files. It feels the same. It feels like it should feel. Because, you know, when I've got an N64 pad now, the analog stick, you know, especially one of them, like, if I held it up, it would not stay still. It'll just, like, fall down a little bit and gravity will get there. And this feels like how it should feel before, you know, 10 years of wear and tear.
I've seen a thing that's kind of interesting. It's like the Dreamcast never had drift. There's like a thing of like the Dreamcast, like for some reason those controllers never got drift.
Right, yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, is that because they never got used, or were they well designed?
Maybe both. It's like, I don't know if it's certain components that they use nowadays that make it more likely to drift, because, you know, I've never heard of, like, at least, you know, personal friends saying that they've had any problems with drift on a GameCube pad either. So I don't know if it's, like, different components that you use on more modern consoles and stuff. Again, I rarely hear about drift on Xbox pads. Specifically, like, Joy-Cons and DualShock 4 and DualSense that I hear the problems about.
The more money that got spent on, and the worse they get.
So I don't know. Like, that's obviously just conjecture, and I don't know exactly why that would happen, and I'm sure there are Xbox controllers that get drift as well and stuff, but it's just I've never really heard it be a common complaint, whereas I have with especially like the DualSense and the Joy-Cons. So, Carl, do you want to pick a dog for us?
Oh, okay. No. Keep going. That brown one, the one that looks like Cade. At the back, on the top right.
This one?
Well, that looks a little bit like Cade. It's like a Yorkshire Terrier type thing, but...
This brown one here, or like the golden looking one?
The brown one, the darker brown one, because it's the same colour scheme as Cade.
Yes, yeah. We'll go with this one. And we definitely want this one over this other brown one.
Yes.
Okay. Hope you're feeling confident about this, Carl.
I think I am, yeah.
Oh no! Grab the dog. Don't attack the dog, grab the dog. Is this doggy fine? The dog you brought takes first place, you get triple your bet. Second place gets double. Third through fifth, you'll break even. But then that will lose. You know what, let's... Oh, we can only do... Let's do 20. He's open for the best. I mean...
Oh my god. Like, yeah, Cade's not doing well.
Back end of the pack at the moment, but...
Is this one of those things as well where it's like, it is completely random? Or is there a trick to it that I'm not getting?
The trick is having the mask of truth, and you can ask the dog how they feel.
Oh, okay. And then the dog might say, I'm feeling like pretty rapid today.
I'm feeling pretty confident. Oh, it came like 6th or 7th.
That's not bad, though.
We get no money back for that, though.
In the Grand National, that'd be okay.
Let's try once more.
Okay. I say go get the same dog.
The same dog?
Same colour dog, yeah. One that looks most like Cade.
Let's get this one right here. Straight away. I'm putting 30 down this time. After that, we're done.
No more gambling. Mug's game, mate. Mug's game.
Oh no, right on the outside. Oh no, right to the back.
Looks like Cade.
Both of these brown dogs aren't doing well right now.
They're like that.
Gonna have to make up some absolute ground.
That is like so far behind. It's not even on screen.
No. I like this little cinematic camera angle. Just you see the arrow all the way at the back.
Yeah. Okay, that was a poor choice.
Oh, it did pick up a little bit at the end. It took that last corner quite well, but still. It was a bad choice. I ain't playing again. Fuck you. So we need to come back at 2:30 AM. Oh dear. So, I'm gonna say we just Song of Double Time.
Play the waiting game.
Proceed to the night of the first day. If this takes us too far, I think it just takes you to midnight. Oh, no, it doesn't. Wait, no, maybe... Are we on 6 AM? We are on 6 AM. Or... Yep. Ah.
That's a poor time. Like, you tried.
Yeah.
Not much could have done about that.
My favourite part of night, 6 AM. True.
Technically, if you didn't go sleep the night before, it still constituted, doesn't it?
Yeah, Majora's Mask is the one with the giant moon. So I guess we've got to go do this all again. I'm gonna go take a shot at getting some money at the shooting gallery first, though. We just lost like 50 on the betting.
And you want your money back.
No, oh. Go away. I don't want you here.
I like how he's dancing, though. I appreciate it. Be like, woo! Do like a cool little dance.
Okay. Shall now announce the winning numbers. 670 for day one.
Go back in time and just note those down. That's such a good way of doing it as well, though. To go back in time and like, oh, well, I know what the winning numbers are going to be, which is what everyone would use like time travel for.
Oh, yeah. Do we remember what I just said?
670.
670.
It was like 112, 670. I think 112 is what you put in, but 670 is what you
Yeah,
said.
112 is what I put in.
I'm going to make a note of that to get some free money.
Okay, okay, maybe we can do that then.
Well, just win the lottery.
No, if we go to get the Mask of Truth, because I want to hopefully, provided it's not too much of a ball ache, like go and get every mask.
So you can get like the super giant mask.
So it might just be worth, yeah. So it might be worth going and getting the. Yeah. So if we go to the swamp, Skulltiller House, then get all of the Skulltillers there. We'll get the Mask of Truth, which means that we can do some like actual doggo racing, and we can know what we're doing.
I just totally engage in some shenanigans.
That means we can go and just enjoy some doggo races.
And there's no better way to enjoy doggo racing than when you always know you're going to win.
Exactly. Yeah. My favourite kind of dog racing.
Like, is it really gambling if you're constantly winning?
Well, it's not a gamble. It's literally not a gamble, is it? Hell yeah. And to clarify, like, the Pride gifts are here to stay. They're not here just for, like, you know, just June.
Yeah, it's just that you had, like, it's an excuse to get them, though, isn't it?
It is. It's a good excuse, yes. But, you know, I've not quite reached that level of corporate cynicism of, like, they're only here for June. Get them while you can.
Oh, hell yeah.
Exactly. It is a day to be proud every day. But it's just, you know, not how fucking Coca-Cola wants to see it.
No, man. Well, why would you do that?
Because then you get the clout and don't have to give a shit all year round.
Like, I still could never get over that one you told me. releasing prize sofas that they didn't even sell.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like, here's like a prize sofa. I was like, they're sick. How do I buy one of them? It's like, oh no, you can't. What do you mean I can't? So we're not going to sell them. That cost us money, but
Why would
the
we do
price
that?
cool.
Random gifting is lucky. It is, yeah. But thank you very much for the gifted sub as well. Oh god, no.
So they're basically just giving you our money back.
They are. They're being a fool. That's not what you're meant to do with money. That's like me being like, Carl, I know that you paid me this month. Here's all of it back in, like, gifted subs.
Speaking of which, keep an eye on your bank account. You should be getting the Psycho money soon.
Oh, that was for Psycho, okay.
Oh, is that what you got money from today?
Huh?
Did you get money today and not realise where it came from?
No, as in, like, you said it was coming from someone. And I wasn't sure if it was, like, the Star Trek one or the Psycho one or whatever.
Oh, we're still waiting on the sponsor money. So, do that thing in like 28 days. So I imagine the company will do it either in
Yes, yeah.
the end of June or like today.
Yeah, because that's, like, I wasn't sure which company wanted my details to send money over to.
Grab that one. There's also the money from John you need to send stuff in for as well.
Yeah, I need to send over my invoice for this month with that included. But, you know, lots of business going on at Big Wangers this month.
But just try to make sure everyone gets paid.
Very appreciated.
There's also like the Patreon money to clear out as well, so just try to make sure everyone's got enough.
That's the thing, isn't it, of like, oh, well, I'll be doing the same thing of, like, trying to reach out to people to spend the money that I've got from Patreon.
That's what you should be doing. Well, you got it.
Try and see if people are up for, like, any collaborations.
But hey, I'll pay you. That's the thing. Like, just pay them.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. If I just say to people, like, look, you might not fucking heard of me, but I'll give you money, they might appear on the content.
How almost all business is done. It's like usually as well how all of those like collaborations go down.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a monster. The spider's curse. In here, find them all the gold ones. Defeat the spiders. So we've got to get 30, I believe. In this hellhole. So it's just one of those weird things of like, people might see like, oh yeah, seems like you're doing well, and it's like, we are, but like, you know, this month especially, but like, it also has to take into account like, yeah, but a lot of that is to buy equipment and try pay for new stuff to be done, and to buy food, obviously.
Yeah, I was saying it on my stream of like, it's when it rains it pours, when it comes to online content creation.
And a lot of the time as well, like, you will literally find that's the case because sponsors want to hit certain windows.
Yes, there's like quarterly things and all that good stuff. But the main thing to keep in mind is I own the channel outright. So when the channel does well, I'm the one like you guys get paid a flat fee per video done.
Yeah.
So this is more so you guys can like get more out of the channel while it's in a position where it probably won't earn enough to keep at the same level we're at now.
Yeah. I don't think Carl or I know anything about like Psycho updates.
I don't know.
No.
They told me that it'll be end of June.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The 20th of June is what they're looking for. So if people ordered merch at the same time from our regular store, that'll get delivered at the same time as us doing it all in one big go.
Yeah,
so
right.
Around like the 20th of June is what I've been told, because I have to do the orders.
Because I have nothing to do with that, and then Carl obviously like as someone in charge of that, delegating like a boss.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure how much information you had about that offhand.
That's
about it.
But that's the important thing to note, is that when it comes to this sort of thing, this is just us reaping the benefits of cashing the fuck in and focusing on doing that for that long.
Oh no. But I got what? A fucking magic bean here. Oh no. Presume Carl got access to big cheats right now.
I can do big cheats. What do you need big cheats for?
I need to just find out where to buy magic bean.
Thing is, that's a hell of a thing to Google online. Where to buy X beans? So this is Majora's Mask magical.
Oh, I might not need them.
Oh,
I was able to like do some bunny hood jumping. Is he in the swamp yet? Oh yeah, I think you might be right. Might not need them. If that's the only place that you're meant to use it, then might be okay. The sword is the Gilded Sword, was it? That we got? Yeah, you get the Razor Sword that lasts 100 hits. And then there's the Gilded Sword, which we have now, which is like the permanent upgrade one. So that's the one where it's like you have to do the second dungeon, you have to make it springtime. Oh no, Hornet. And then after that you go get gold dust from winning the Goron race to give them to upgrade for the second time. I'm just gonna
it's a very big game.
It really is, yeah.
There's a lot in this video game.
Okay. So catch those bugs then, they are important. Thank you for that. Maybe I'll be able to go back and... Got him now. Like, a really horrible noise as well. Just sleeping there like a lazy scrub.
So I'm not getting the noise from the stream through.
Oh, you're not?
No, I thought I was. I just noticed when you mentioned that.
I don't know how this ever works, like... maybe I can just... Maybe I can give you a windowed projector of just that instead. That one working?
I think I hear something do a swing. Nope.
Oh dear.
It could just as likely be my end. Like, your voice is coming through, but maybe, like, your stuff is not coming through.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So I'll stop watching, I'll just open it back up again. I've got a voice and video, see if that helps. But it's alright if not.
Yeah.
It's one of
Just
those
a bit
things
of pain.
instead.
I don't know how it works sometimes and not other times. Is there a song that specific? Oh, Sonata of Awakening, yeah, of course.
A great song.
Da-da-da-da. We remembered one for once. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That every time I look one of those up, it's always like, oh yeah, I'll check the songs. I'll be like, yeah, that note, that note, that note. Oh, I've forgotten it as soon as I press away. Okay, so. Is it that I've got to drop Deku seeds? Oh no, into these pots. Oh god, bot. There's a bot.
Got it. I've got him. I've got him. You're right though, they're starting to get names that were way too realistic. I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how realistic some of them are.
That's not fair.
That was always the rule. You got to tell me, like, if you want to get like big followers, but then I could always like on site know that you're a bot.
Mm-hmm.
That was always the rule. You can't change up the rules now. It's not fair.
Let me down. Let me down. No. No.
Child. Like flexing fucking everyone.
God, no.
I do love the idea of like reporting bots.
Oh, okay. You just have to hit them.
Like what for? Doing a bot.
I mean, it's worth reporting, isn't it? Like, what have they got to argue?
Definitely a robot. Can you imagine though if you like send you a message of like, I am not a robot. I'm getting
I just want you to know that you can find big followers here. It's like you can. That's the thing that freaks me out. It's like you can buy followers because you can buy bots, but then you'll buy bots that don't interact with anything and don't help in any sort of way.
It's purely an ego thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like something I wanted to like talk about on the podcast tomorrow potentially, as I was reminded of while doing research on something
Okay.
about my days back at being a writer.
Hmm.
The amount of what was it now? Oh, I was going on point here. Oh yeah, like that they all had like a little group chat where they'd all add each other to like other notable alumni and stuff.
And do like
High
for like and stuff.
Yeah, but they do that because obviously you can't go on Wikipedia and add your own name to Wikipedia, but you can add someone else's, so they all have like a deal. And it's that thing of like, it was just so fucking sad
God.
that they'd like go onto Wikipedia and like add each other to the Wikipedia.
It's like the
for their,
weird thing to me as
accounts
well
and tools.
is
And they
like
would also, back when you could be verified, before like they had to physically check, it was just, oh, do you have like enough shit online? They would all like get each other verified as well.
Oh, okay.
That's the always sometimes when you see you've got like 200 followers and they're somehow verified.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how the fuck did this happen? Because back in the day, it was a lot easier to do. And that's one of the things they'd all push each other to do and stuff like that. I was like, oh, yeah. Purely an ego thing.
Yeah,
Just like,
that's
I'm
so sad.
verified, like, my name's on Wikipedia.
That last skull to look down there somewhere. So I'm just going to stay upstairs for now.
Whenever I remember that, I always get to that thing where you just think to yourself, like, oh.
I don't get it as well because to me, the perfect life is having a lot of, like, you know, money and success, but no one knowing who the fuck you are.
Look, we're talking about writers here.
Yes.
We're talking about people who wrote for a living. It was all ego.
Mm-hmm. Of course. I'm going to regret this, aren't I, not picking up those bugs. Give me some bugs. I mean, surely they'd respawn or something. They can't expect me to reset the day.
Always there. It's one of those things I just recalled the other day, and I was like, oh.
What? Oh no. Yeah, no worries, Shadow. You don't have to apologise or anything for not being in chat. Go door and punch these things. Oh my god, there's so many spots as well.
I love your little like Goron punch though. Like,
oh, it's great, yeah. That looks like 5 spots where I need bugs. There must be some way to get them back. Again, like, no one has to be sorry about not being proactive in chat. It's all good.
Nothing we can do about it.
Ah, still right there. Got 21st one.
Now you know as well you want to like walk up and punch all these. Now you want to do the big roll through them all.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was tempted. Right, hopefully if the pots regen, then so do the The bugs. The little bug spots.
So you need that mask of truth. I want to see what a mask of truth even looks like. What is like the symbol of truth in this universe?
Coming out, that's awesome. Congrats. I hope it all went well. I guess. Well, I was gonna say that's what Pride's for, but I guess it's not. Like, you know, of course you can do it whenever.
Yeah, it's more about like raising awareness and stuff. There's like no better way of raising awareness than just being your true
Pesky
self.
bugs. Pesky. That's super chill. That's good. I'm glad. Obviously, you hear like some horror stories, and sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, whatever. Okay, it's fine.
That I've known for years.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas, like, I had the weird experience of all of my family telling me I was gay for years and years, being like, it's fine, you can come out to us. And I'm like, but I'm not. Like, please, stop. I mean, it's nice to know that, you know, they would be supportive, though. Get these doggos. Get these doggos out. Just gonna take a sec to hydrate while everyone admires the doggos.
The wall.
I just like, as well, when just some that have been underneath get slowly revealed.
It's more, that's like, so I can't see that right now, so I'm just getting the live stream of your screen.
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, if you're not getting audio, I can put it back to you being LTK'd if you're...
Yeah, why not? If we don't get audio, at least I can have Cade. The stream has ended. Has it? Let's give that a second, because I certainly don't believe that.
I like how, as well, the quickest way to get rid of how was your stream on Discord is to say it went great. Because if it went, like, the medium face or the sad face, it's like, tell us your feedback. It went fine, fuck off, just...
My feedback is it sucked.
Just let me get away from this thing. Yeah, I had that a similar thing of like I moved in with my girlfriend Jenna like really early on because basically her flatmate was like, I can't get a job and I'm gonna have to move home immediately after uni, pretty much like within almost no time at all. But they had a contract and, you know, had to rent the flat, and it basically turned around within months of us being together and said like, look, I've got no one to live with anymore. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm probably gonna have to move home. So we were like, well, fuck it, I'll take over the contract and see how things go. But I basically called up my parents separately and was like, just a bit of news to tell you, like, something a bit weird. Oh, did you get a girl fucking pregnant? I was like, no, I'm just moving in with my girlfriend. And they're like, oh, that's fine. We don't care about that. That's fine. Just don't get a girl pregnant. I was like, okay, then. That's good. They were like, at the end of the day, you can move out, can't you, if it doesn't work? I was like, that's true. But it was just funny when they both just assumed the worst of like, oh, you got a fucker pregnant, didn't you? That's the accidental one of what's like the phrase people use when you like give them the bad news, like the pretend bad news before the bad news.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember if there is an actual term for it or not.
Fake out?
Yes, but like just that thing of, you know, like the one on Always Sunny, for example, where it's like, oh, your mum's dead. Like, what? Our mum's dead? He's like, no, we're just divorcing her, but I wanted to like make sure that the blow wasn't as bad.
But it can't be as bad as that.
Fuck do I get to these spiders?
You don't.
Is it the fire? Is that what I'm meant to be doing? Burn the roof.
now.
Speaking of burning trees, I got further in Elden Ring.
Oh, you managed to beat Malika?
Managed to beat the next 3 of 4 bosses because our friend helped me.
Just Charlie came in and fucked them all up.
Yeah, he basically did. Like, of course, just roll into the Lucas. Just sleep. Let me that. Huh? Yeah, I'd been stuck on like one boss, which was apparently one of the last bosses of the you know, one of the last mandatory bosses of the game, which I didn't realize. Been stuck in it for hours and hours and weeks, and then yeah, just our friend's just like, do you want to just get me to come in? I've beaten the game now. Like, yes, please. Yes, please. I might stream a little bit more Elden Ring. Like I did when I first got the game. And like tried to be Margaret, the very first like optional boss that you normally find on that bridge or whatever. But yeah, I did a bit then. But I'd be tempted to maybe stream like an attempt at the final boss or like attempting to fight Melania or something.
Well, the Melania one will take you fucking like. There's no way you're gonna beat them with your class.
I didn't say I'd beat them on stream, but it'd be fun to attempt.
Give it a go, just to see the horse shit.
The last thing is our friend that's done a load of the optional bosses and already beaten the game is like 3 levels away from where I'm at now. Because I tried to just over-level so bad.
And it didn't work.
Not really, because how on top of it Malekith is. How on top of you they are in like the second phase. Because I was, you know, I was just told like, oh, if you want it easy, like go mage build. And that works for the most part until you start getting later, where some of the bosses are just like on top of you at all times and don't give you a chance to get anywhere.
Yeah, it's not that I lose. I'm like playing For Honor. Like For Honor reminds me in a way of like Souls games where you get to a certain point of playing where ostensibly you have like so many combat options, but there is never an opportunity to do anything cool because you get punished for it. And like with Elden Ring, like there are bosses that literally read your inputs, and you can show it off where basically if you like, for example, swing your sword and press square, because that's like, you know, drinking the taking a sip of your Estus, because they literally read your inputs and just like attack you doing that form. So, like there are some moves you literally cannot get away with ever doing on an opponent, because the instant that you do, you will get punished for it. And it's that weird thing of like ostensibly you have like access to a moveset of like 30-40 moves. You will never see anything but like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
because everything else is efficient. And it's weird.
Yeah, it's not a fun mechanic, and it's like one that, you know, a lot of Souls fans will defend to the ends of the earth, but it doesn't make for a fun game experience. It makes for a hard game experience, but
it's like an artificial difficulty. It's like there's a hilarious GIF out there of just, oh yeah, like this is what just the input reading looks like. And is it Glintstone Pebble?
Oh yeah.
It's just someone casting Glintstone Pebble into a wall, and literally every time they swing it, they've somehow managed to get like 5 or 6 enemies in a row behind them, and every time they cast it, the enemy's like just dodges to the side. Even though like the enemy's on the other side of a wall. So because they know that they're pressing the square button, just every time they press the button to cast it, every enemy dies at the same time into the same direction. They just do it like 15 times in a row, and it's like, this is how bad it is. Like you will literally never land some attacks on some enemies because they're just programmed not to get hit by them.
Yeah, the Untitled Chapter channel actually has a Patreon where we're trying to hit 800 patrons at the moment to get a D&D like stream going. It won't be specifically Dungeons and Dragons as in like the name brand, but it's just more of like a one-shot campaign.
Yeah, it's been on there for ages. Like I'm wondering why Brad hasn't pulled that up yet, 'cause it's his thing. But we've been busy like doing a lot of work recently. But yeah, it's just go up and mention it. Of like when it gets to 800, it'll be like the next Shield Fest that we do.
There's one room that I keep like not getting back to. There. maybe. But yeah, we do have I think we have a post about it on the Patreon of like, here's what like our goals for, like, you know, 800 patrons, 850 and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a couple of videos I've recorded specifically waiting for that moment. Like, there's
Oh,
the
nice,
fucking
yeah.
Pal episode, that's ready. There's that episode of Brad when he did his own factory, and we've got the green screen episode.
Oh shit, yeah, yeah.
The green morph suit episode. He's sat on my computer.
I'm just trying to get to this, like, one or two last little bits. Was the one here? Hopefully this is the Skulltula.
I thought for a second there you were just like opening up like a can of pop, and then spiders came out, and that's horrifying.
Ah, 5 rupees, fuck you. I was like, why is this giving us like the weird camera angles and stuff? What's so special about this one? It's 5 rupees. Oh, okay.
I love when you get all the build up for something that stupid.
Yeah. No, I've got 1,000 in the bank, but yeah, sure. Or like 900 in the bank. There we go. That's a jump and a half. Oh, you can hear while they're in the walls as well. Okay. I mean, I don't know what our characters would be, but I'd definitely be down for looking like I'm from fucking God of War. There we go. The curse is now lifted. Yay! I went through the wrong door. No, I didn't. Yay! Look at this fucker now. I thought I was going to die. Well. The instructions were inscribed somewhere in here, but when I went to look back, it was cursed. Who would have known that the instructions were you can pick up a dog and it'll tell you what it's thinking?
Is that the Yiga clan mask?
It's all similar iconography, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say he's like, I know Yiga clan is also.
Because that's like kind of Sheikah looking.
I was about to say, it's not Hylian, is it? It's Sheikah, that's the other one.
And it's weird that, like, you know, the Yiga clan say that similar to the Sheikah, but then they have slightly different runes and stuff. It's all, you know, quite complicated, but...
So it's a slightly different.
Let's see.
To go with in that regard.
Rough. Stupid master. His eyes are always filled with greed and desire.
Well, yeah.
Absolute slander from that dog.
Imagine your dog grassing you all like that. How mad would you be if Cade was like, if you learned to talk, it's like, Lucas, he's such a dick.
Mm-hmm. You ever just picked Cade up one day and read his mind, and he was like, oh, you fucking dickhead again.
You're like, what have I ever done to you?
I feed you every day. I give you a roof. Boy. I'll just play that one. Because I promise there's a Cade in there.
I'm just not going to tell you where it is. There is a Cade in there, but you're not allowed to know where.
that technically is a gift for my dog. I will also, you know, play one where you can see it. Bless it.
Huh? A little, like the little ear wobble.
The ear wobble is what gets me.
It's like he's looking, like watching the game.
He's like, what?
Like 300 miles an hour.
Oh my god. Maybe we didn't miss out. This is terrifying.
Fucking, like, they look like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but like Joe knockoff ones you got in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Like Epona's like, I don't want that. So these are the aliens then?
This is the aliens, yes. Oh my god, the combo.
Like how rather than talking to them, just like obliterate them. Resist.
Oh no. No, they're getting in. No! Oh, goddamn. Oh god, no. This is why we didn't ask questions, Carl.
Just oh my god, they're taking everything.
The cows!
That's so brutal. It's like, no. The fact the cow doesn't care as well.
And the girl's gone as well with the cows.
Well, if you just leave it there, technically she'll survive then, because the moon will destroy the Earth, but not her.
I mean, is that the good ending for just her?
Yeah, like technically she survives. Like not in a great way, admittedly, but she's still alive.
There's not any particular game that's like too long or complex. Well, maybe complex. There was one game that I wanted to stream, which was we record an episode that's like lost to the me not putting it out there, but Cadence of Hyrule.
Oh yeah, well I remember like playing that.
Yeah, I never got around to doing it, and now I've lost those files and stuff.
Yeah. Fair. But yeah, that's a game where, like, because you need to concentrate so much, there's no fucking way you're gonna be able to play that on stream. Like, you'd need me there just to talk, because otherwise, you wouldn't be able to commentate over that.
Well,
Because
that's pretty much what happened. Is like we were only recorded like half an hour or so, but just like a little preview thing, and it was just because you have to move and attack with the beat, but also it's like a strategy game. Cause it's similar to it's Legend of Zelda crossed with Crypto the Necrodancer, if anyone's wondering.
These are like an amazing game.
Yeah, both are great, and like they're fantastic games, but I cannot talk playing those games. Like Carl just constantly had to be like propping me up because you're constantly analyzing where everyone is and trying to like strategize your moves and stuff, but you're also at the exact same time trying to like keep to the beat, and if you miss a beat you start fucking up, and to try and talk while doing that is just nigh impossible. Like, props to anyone who can.
Yeah, so I'd say like probably as well, like in my answer would be like JRPGs. The only reason I might play like FFX on stream is because I have played the game so much. Where like this game is so dense with content, there'd be no way to play it like blind, like the way we do stuff, because it'd be like 300 episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
I know
But
where all
like,
the broken shit is, and how to like just min max a lot of the stuff that makes the game a bit easier.
I guess that's like more a case of as well like how much of a portion of time we spend streaming, because of like I had no offense to anyone watching it or anything, but like if I had a bigger following on Twitch, maybe I'd be able to commit more time to it to be able to play longer games like that. So it's not necessarily that I couldn't play them on stream, but I couldn't necessarily do like a JRPG blind that's longer than like 1,000 Year Door like I did.
Because there's no telling after like the third or fourth episode if people are still going to give enough of a shit to keep tuning in.
There's that, and there's also just, well, it took me like over half a year to do 1,000 Year Door, and that's a relatively short JRPG. So it's one of those games that if I wanted to play like, I don't know, Dragon Quest 11 or something, that might take me 2 years to complete at the rate that I'm streaming at the moment.
Yeah, it's like our general rule of thumb is we like usually play a long game then a short game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rule of thumb we've like really tried to stick to over the years.
I mean, it's one of those things of just the grind is the grind, and I need to be better with trying to get stuff onto maybe like TikTok and Instagram Reels and stuff like that, because it's really hard to promote, like, really hard to gain any new people on Twitch just using Twitch.
Yeah, it's that thing of like, because I've like settled into like my TikTok is mostly just for building up my personal brand. I don't really have to deal with that.
Mm.
like with the 'cause mine being related to the channel, but I know exactly what you mean, like how much of a ball ache it'd be to do both.
Hmm. And it's like that's the painful thing is like, you know, I know that I'm not an awful streamer or anything. I'm quite, you know, I'm relatively confident in my abilities of streaming. Not maybe the tech side of like keep fucking everything up all the time, but like, you know, the actual act of doing so. But like, it is more the fact that it's not about deserving anything on this part. It's about, you know, trying to find as many places to push yourself and hoping that you get lucky. And it is a combination of, you know, luck, determination, skill. It's a many things.
Yes. Which is like, you know, part of the reason why I like stuff like those bonus payments and things.
Yeah,
You'll
exactly.
be able to use those. The thinking there that I think we're all agreed on behind the scenes is like you'll be able to use things like that to help grow your brand because you'll be able to buy either better equipment or, you know, buy silly things for gimmicks because as much as we don't like them, gimmicks always do well.
Yeah, totally. And it means like, you know,
like costumes, and you can like, you know, pay, as you said, guest stars for bits of content. You can reach out to content creators you're fans of and like, you know, pay them like podcast appearances or what have you.
exactly, yeah. That's something I'm definitely excited to do. The biggest problem with that is like confidence. Is like, you know, I'm not very confident about reaching out to other people, but I just need to get over that hump.
Yeah,
And
and
now
I'm
that,
just in the
like,
position where I don't want to.
yeah,
Which is like me and you are on the opposite ends of that, but I don't want to because I've had people like I think we've talked about it private, haven't we? There's people that I've mentioned who've reached out to me for like collaborations and stuff where I didn't know who they were, and you're like, you probably should have said yes to that. I'm like, ah, it's fine.
yeah.
Like, you probably should have said yes to work with those guys. It's like, ah, that'd be right.
And like last thing is generally I think a lot of the people that I want to work with aren't necessarily like YouTubers. I think I'd be more interested in talking to like, you know, like games media people a lot of the time because generally they are people that you can at least know have like
You're
got
probably gonna
some
have
like the journalistic integrity or whatever you want to call it, like, you know what I mean?
you probably have a more interesting conversation with them.
Yes.
If the whole point is to create an interesting conversation, like talking to a content creator for like that, all it's going to be is just like the most surface level shit.
Yeah, that's
You know,
the thing
like,
is, you know,
pick their brains about a topic that you're actually passionate about.
and as well, these people, for the most part, are generally going to be more likely to be good at that because, you know, they've been hired by another group of people and been signed off on, as you will, like.
Because like I keep telling you, like, just reach out to people, like, you probably will, if you offer them, like, a fair wage.
Yeah, like, that's the thing is, I'm pretty confident that if I say that, yeah, I'm working on, like, this thing and let me know your going rates and available times and stuff, that they'd at least get back to me.
Yeah, because they all have, like, that's the thing, I'm a rarity in that sense of, like, I don't have a PA.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to reach out to me, it's like, it's just me, and most of the time I'm going to say no, because my thought is, like, I don't want to do it.
To be honest, I don't know why we've even slowed down time.
So, like, you know, you can flex on people's Agoron. People can just look into your Goron asshole for a lot longer.
Because the aim is... Oh. But yeah, it's tough because, like, you know, I then get that imposter syndrome of like, oh, but am I good enough to be collaborating with other people with like bigger followings and stuff like that? That, you know, it's always going on in people's heads and stuff. I'm sure, like, listening to other people, I'm not the only one, but it happened. All right, let's get this the approval again. And then we can take a few of our rupees to the ranch. Because we can, while we are waiting for the alien to arrive, we can do some doggo racing.
Don't pay them off.
Thing is, with dogs, they don't even need to be paid off. You just need to believe in the right doggo. Yeah, no worries. No problem at all, our lady. then they come. And we saw what happens when they do come. Like, I'm gonna steal your cows. What? Ah!
Leave with them as well. It's the fact it happens so fast.
It's a heist and a half, isn't it? Just, well, what's the plan? Well, we go in through the walls, blow up the ceiling, and then just float away.
That noise is great.
Yes, there we go. We get the snipes on.
Like, put a dog on the end of your arrow and fire it.
This isn't the cave cannon, Carl.
It could be that. Remember the cave cannon? Remember how high that was?
Renoa.
I remember when we killed God by shooting a dog at him. Remember how fucking hype that was?
How have no other Final Fantasies had like shooting dog as a weapon?
Because they're not real enough. They're not raw enough. Can't handle it.
Like all those Final Fantasy 8 haters out there, just want to ask you, what other Final Fantasy gamers like use dogs as a weapon?
None of them, because they're all fucking cowards.
Oh, but the junction system, it's like, yeah, but Final Fantasy 7 doesn't have Renoa shooting a dog out of her arm.
Every person who makes fun of the junction system doesn't understand it. It's as simple as that. It's like, oh, you have to draw magic, you have to draw 100 spells. Like, no, you don't. You're only doing that because the min-maxer in you wants to do that. It's like saying you have to get to level 100 in Final Fantasy 7 in the first area. It's like, well, you can if you want to min-max it, but most people don't play that way.
Yeah, I never get that, because for me, people praise FF10, like Final Fantasy X, so much, and I think that the grid sphere in that looks way more complicated than the junction system.
Junction system is amazing because it makes sense. It's like, oh, you junction spells to your stats, strength. So a spell that sounds strong, like fire, or earthquake, or tornado, to your health, like to HP, cure, curaga, Regan.
So
and I was like, oh, well, then your stats are tied to your spells. If you use your spells, your stats go down. It's like, yeah, they go down by 1 point. It's called risk reward. The only reason like we barely use spells in my playthrough is because I was min-maxing. And it's baffling that the complaints about it are, oh, but your stats are tied to your spells. It's like, I still think that's better than fucking MP. There's still a system where like a number goes down if you use spells too much.
Yeah.
So how is that an MP system?
Okay, so dogs start with the phrases rough, rough, or who whine. Oh, sorry. Dogs that start with rough generally finish near the front. Dogs with rough near the center, and those with who whine near the end. If the dog with the golden fur has any rough thought, it will almost always get first place. So we'll start with the golden dog.
Do you happen to know which dog is always the loser dog?
It doesn't particularly. Oh, the dog with the black fur will always lose very badly, possibly even being laughed. No matter what it is thinking.
Go check the dog that's doing the worst. I want to know what the dog who's like the worst in the game says. Is it just like, I give up, I hate life? It looks like it's like...
Looks like it's doing alright. I can't predict the future, so I don't know how I'll do. Rough. Today I feel like I can win. You know what? This sounds like a winner.
I'm gonna vote for that dog.
Well, it says anytime it starts with rough, just rough, not like rough, it's gonna almost always win.
And it's saying like it's rough, and I feel like I'm gonna win today.
So I'm gonna bet 50, Just because if it doesn't win, then we'll have the 10 to bet next time.
That's fair.
Let's fucking go. Dog racing, let's go. Oh my god, right to the back at the start.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, it's going for a come from behind victory.
It is, yeah, it's pacing itself. Oh, it's coming up the ranks.
Look at that.
No. There we go, there we go. It's looking strong.
Look at that. Just flexing on just Usain Bolt in dog form.
There we fucking go.
Like, yes. Like, that dog.
Well,
Fucked them up. Piece of
I was
art.
just reading like the next bit, and it's like, oh yeah, if you win 150 rupees in a row, then you'll get a piece of heart. I was like, oh well, we triple our bet of 50, so yeah, we do it. So let's go ask the golden dog how they think they're doing again. Oh yeah, I feel unstoppable. I don't think I'll lose.
That is like the most confident dog ever. I think I've seen like, do you know, like, is it that summoning sort of like the speedrun breakdowns of games?
Oh
like,
yes,
this is one of the hardest ones to do because like this is completely random. So it's just this speedrun can be killed at this point. It's like pick this dog. Like this is the most. Like I know what didn't know the specific dog, but it's like one dog is more likely to always win. Just pick that one and hope for the best.
So I guess all we need to do now is like just keep maxing our wallet out at the doggy racetrack.
And just like save scum it.
Majora's Mask, wallets. Because I wonder, I can't remember, like, I think, was it like we need to get 5,000 or something? A win again.
That dog is just unstoppable. Like, what is the deal with this dog? Like, why is this dog so fucking OP?
Okay, so you need to go to the spider house in the Great Bay to be able to carry more than 500 at a time. So I guess we just have to keep going back and forth.
But it's worth it when it's basically guaranteed. Like, easy fucking money for this dog. Like, the unstoppable dog just running its ass off.
That I feel fucking unstoppable.
I think of anything like more confident than I'm unstoppable.
Yeah.
Then as well, having like just the ability to back it up as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the important thing. The dog is not only just chatting shit, it's like, but then doing it. Like sprinting straight to the front and being like, done. And what?
What are you going to do about it? Are you going to make a deposit? Yeah, sure.
I don't like the animations this character has. Like, it's really like weird that they like aggressively bang their knees like money now, money now. It's like
it's because it's a reused asset from the beggar in Ocarina of Time.
okay, and they just didn't want to bother programming to not do this.
No.
Horrible, creepy animation.
Carl, they put this game out in a year.
That's fair. It's like it's a step away from just like Mona Lisa Schwartz or whatever it is. It was like, money please.
Oh, yeah.
It'll still never stop freaking me out that lady's married to like
Chris Evans, yeah.
Yeah. Look it up.
So all we need to do until like, I guess for the next 12 hours.
There. Gamble the fuck.
Just gamble. Doggy racetrack time.
Like triple triad in Final Fantasy. I still remember like one of the hottest
So
takes.
I guess like if people want to ask questions in chat for now, like I'll answer this next one.
Just waiting to get like this
we're
all lined up.
we're gonna do some repetitive tasking to get some dollar. But yeah, how do we feel about voice acting for roles in video games? Like, I don't mind just... As long as they make a bit of effort, I don't mind, you know, content creators and stuff being in a video game. As a voice actor, I think I've got more of a problem with, like, 3 voice actors just having complete dominance over the industry. Who whine? No, it's not the one today. The golden doggo is not feeling great.
It's not your boy right now, is it?
He's not feeling unstoppable anymore. Oh yeah, this one feels unstoppable, so we'll see what...
You're gonna bet on it. You're gonna bet on Cade.
We're gonna bet on this little Cady boy.
So what are you doing? Like, this woman's asking, "Oh, what are you doing?" It's like, "Oh, this is my lucky mask."
Oh, what are you doing? Because we haven't agreed to the race, that's why.
No, she's just like, "Why are you holding my dog?" You're like, "Fuck you, I do all that."
It's like, lady, I haven't got, like, time to faff about with small talk. You know why I'm here.
Yeah, pay me.
I'm here for the doggy races, okay?
I ain't got time to fuck around. Doggy racers, now money, please.
Fuck yeah. You can just have this one in the corner while the race goes on. Okay. See, how much easier is this now?
Just now you know. Just
At least
you
now we
what-
know whether the dog's feeling good about this race.
You think you'd be like, "Oh my god, no." Didn't win that time though.
Didn't win, but we should get, like, at least a decent, like, double our money or something.
It's not. It's like top 3 place.
Oh, okay. Do want to play again. We only got our money back, which is fair. But I feel about if they say a line like that, you're pretty much guaranteed to at least get your money back.
Yeah. Like, getting your money back means just bet it again.
Yeah.
It's like if you're in roulette and you get the exact same amount against late ride.
Feel like I could win, but not too confident. This dog's up. Too wide. You know what? I'm gonna see. Can we throw them over the gate? There we go. If they're no good, throw them over the fence.
So you don't actually bump into the wrong one.
Yeah. That one's
Just
on the
one way to
fence. This poor black dog that's programmed to lose all the time.
Like, one has to be, doesn't there? Like, one of
Yeah.
the dogs has to lose a dog.
Today I feel like I can win. Let's go with this one.
Like, someone has to be the trainer, Joey. Like, do you like Mokuba in Yu-Gi-Oh games where Mokuba always has, like, the worst AI and the shittest cards?
Yeah. It's like,
needs to be
well,
the
do you
thing
need to
that
grind
character.
battle points against one character? It's like, yeah, Mokuba.
I'm gonna go in and fucking just rinse Mokuba points. And I like as well, like, you got what I meant when I said that.
Yeah.
Like, you know exactly what I mean by rinsing Mokuba for his fucking points.
So, oh, well, I need to go buy some more, like, you know, booster packs. Like, are you gonna fight Mokuba? I can deal with Mokuba in one go. One turn. Oh, no. No! Just our money back, okay. Last thing, I don't feel like we're risking it all now.
It's like, it's basically like a 1 in 3 chance that you win, and the rest of it's like a 2 in 3 chance that you survive, that you get, you at least get your money back, and then like a very
Survive.
rare chance that you lose.
Today I should do pretty well. You know what? Pretty well is not good enough for me.
It's not. Everyone thinks they're gonna do well, but I want someone who's like, I should do alright. That's not good enough.
Over the bench you go then. Alright, it's not good enough in this town.
It's not. Like, we demand a higher class of dog.
I like the ones I get on the fence. I feel like I could lose too. No, loser. Oh, this is like fucking breeding Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one feels unstoppable. Let's go. This is definitely like, oh, did you get perfect IVs on this one? No, no, okay, you're gone.
Yeah, really. Before you even, like, it just hatches from the... It's like...
Do you have perfect numbers, nature, and ability? No, go bite. Release it into the wild. It's like, Mother, I've just been born. What's going on? Come on, do us proud.
Not even got a name. It's the number.
Do us proud, Pokemon 00123. Just get like a hexadecimal code as a name.
That's all you need. Everything else will be inefficient.
Come on. Yeah, nipped it at the post.
The post. I love it.
Oh, the black one at the back. Just like, nah, help me. That's so good as well. Because every time you win over 150, she gives you 20 rupees. So if we bet 60, get 180, she tops it up to the 200.
That's not bad at all. That's a solid way to earn like a decent chunk of cheddar.
Mm-hmm. We don't even need the lottery anymore. Now that we've got the Mask of Truth, I fuck the lottery. That's only 60 rupees at a time.
The real truth that you learn, isn't it? That the lottery's a mug's game. Play the odds.
I'll definitely... if I could literally have a conversation with, like, you know, the horse at a horse race, and it's like, yeah, I'm feeling fucking unstoppable, go and bet on me, I might start betting on horses.
I probably would, yeah.
You know, in the current scenario where it's just, well, it's got a fun name, I ain't risking that money.
I'll put like a tenner down.
Friends
For a dog with a funny
made
name.
along the way. You know what, our lady? Like, fuck the friendships we made along the way. Money. Money, please.
Yeah. So it's Mona Lisa and Sappenstein or whatever it is.
Sappenstein, yeah.
Schwartz is the name of the actor, of course. Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz, so that's why you're thinking Schwartz, yeah. So, like, those two do such a good job at being infuriating.
So, like, they play being annoying as fuck really, really well.
Yeah. Okay, you don't run backwards faster with the bunny hood.
That thing of like, I will burn the store down. It's like I believe that that this character would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe that this actress playing this character would burn this store down.
Oh, just closed. Goddamn. God damn it. I guess I'm just going to run around these JPEGs for a minute.
No wrong with that.
So our source of money is done for the day, but...
The dogs are asleep.
Hey ho.
Like, I've run around the track like 400 times. Like, they're a bit nacked.
I have to, like, backflip into this chimney or something. Very confused about what is on this roof. On the roof. What are you hiding from? Turn into, like, Zora Link. Get that high advantage.
Sneak in. Dive down the chimney like a mermaid man.
I reckon we...
That'll be awful, wow. It's like...
Just what happened? I don't know. Some Zora man just backflipped through my chimney.
And like the last thing I didn't say, it's like, yeah!
Yeah.
So, like, the thing if you're a Zora, sneak up through the toilet.
I mean, if you're not going to accept a commission, just be like, you know, something along the lines of apologies. That's not the kind of work that I do.
Yeah.
Thank you for your interest, but that's not that's not the type of commission that I would take.
No, we've dealt with that once or twice.
Let's just stare at this big ass move. Appreciate its majesty. before the attack comes in. Gotta be a way to get in this chimney.
It looks like you should, but maybe it's one of those things where like it's just. You need the Santa mask.
You know, it's one of those things, even if, like, they're just some annoying knobhead on Instagram or whatever, if, it's always better, for whatever reason, to, like, always just be, you know, at least casual professional with them. Be like, look, it's not what I do, thank you, but no.
It doesn't always work. So I remember there's like an artist that's worked for us who like messaged me once of like, I got a commission to draw you fucking another YouTuber, and I told them I wouldn't do it, and they just sent a message saying you're a bitch, and they sent me hate mail. So
Yeah,
even being
like,
reasonable.
last thing is, there are always going to be unreasonable people that don't like that you're being reasonable with them.
Yeah. People feel entitled to your time.
I like how when I'm on my own Twitch channel, every now and then Twitch comes up like, you're about to get an ad. I don't know if that means for me or like I've just snoozed an ad for everyone for 5 minutes. I guess let me know. I
feel like, just like with YouTube, the settings on Twitch always like change in the background without you knowing them. Do you know, every now and again, like you'll go on your iPhone, like you boot your phone up, it's like, oh, did you turn Wi-Fi back on so you can be tracked? It's like, no. So it's that, isn't it? Like every now and again, I feel like Twitch just puts on like all those settings that you specifically turn off. Twitch turns back on. I've been like, well, we thought like, you know, we're just doing you a favor and turning back on. Like with YouTube, ever so helpfully, just turning mid-roll ads on all the time.
Yeah, I love the people that are like, but I'm giving you money. Like, well, that's not what I do. Sorry, just.
It blows people's mind.
Like, well, I don't want to make that content. It doesn't matter whether I'm getting paid for it or not. I don't want to make it. And some people are just there like, what the fuck not? There we go. We're ready. It's almost time. You take care of things outside Grasshopper. If you have a map, watch your map carefully.
Because there's going to be some fucking aliens coming in. Like,
don't get it. They'll get in from
aliens
behind the barn too, so watch out. Ready.
Lucas.
So this is the moment I think to slow down time. Holy shit, they're coming everywhere.
There's a lot of aliens. Like, the aliens in this, like, moment have fucking turned it on. I'm gonna be honest. Like, they're not fucking around.
No, they're not. Yeah, in that case, if they react like that, yeah, just block them and call it a day. Like, you tried to be polite, they were a dickhead, just be like, fuck off.
And just report them to other artists that you know. If you happen to be in any communities, just post their name or what have you, so people
That's
know.
also a good point, yeah.
Of course, it is always worth doing. Not the classic.
Okay. So they come in behind the barn as well, so I'm just going to give that a quick check. That's sneaky.
That was how they got there last time, innit? They must have been behind the barn and you're not.
They got in like the side of the barn as I was taking rid of the ones on the front.
It's like fucking Attack on Titan shit, man. Just dun 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 dun. Just like there is no escape. Just dun 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 dun. And Ty's like, I please help, dear God.
Run back around. Feel. This is like relentless. I thought you'd just kill like 10 aliens and be done with it.
I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot more aliens than I was expecting.
Oh no. One getting close. Maybe they're like the dog's a little marker of which one's closest. Potentially.
Yeah, at least they move like pretty slowly though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it could be a lot worse. Like they happen to move slow, which is nice and handy for you. But jeez, that is a lot of aliens.
It's just put up with the onslaught for potentially hours, I guess. So maybe I shouldn't have slowed down time.
It's like, yeah, is it maybe a time-based thing? Because this seems like a lot for a little kid to play. And the little kid just defending like from an infinite wave of aliens. It's like, Overall 6 didn't have to beat this many fucking things.
Holy crap. Let's go. Oh.
I love that animation though.
See, the question is it like Space Invaders the game or Space Invaders like some weird alien movie spin-off?
Like, never forget they made like that 3D version for the Xbox 360.
3D
Remember?
version.
Yeah, there was like they tried to make Space Invaders.
Is this
like
similar to like the Bomberman Zero thing?
The same area, like era, yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what would be great if we made Bomberman some like weird Iron Man ripoff that's meant to be super hardcore and edgy.
The Space Invaders one, like it's got a story, and the story is like you find yourself running down a lot of alleyways where people keep coming down, like aliens keep coming down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like that's a game that should not have been a full release. That should have been a Xbox Live game.
But like a 10A, yeah.
Like, do you like the Sneak King Burger King game? It should have been the same level of that.
Yeah, a defo shouldn't have slowed down time.
It might be a time-based. I think you might be right there. It's a time-based thing.
Of like when it hits 6 AM.
No, this is like some God of War shit of like you're just in this area fighting for like.
As the horde makes the way in.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Don't lock me in a time loop.
Like alien Dormammu has come to bargain. Like, what do you do when like alien Dormammu comes to bargain? Like, there's a bit in Zone of the Enders that's like this. When I'm comparing it to like a fight in Zone of the Enders, you know shit's getting real. It has potentially one of the strongest bits in like a character action game. It's not been topped yet either. And do you know the bit I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
The final, like one of the big final fights in Zone of the Enders. It's like a robot character action game. People don't know what it is. And they just say, okay, make a last stand, and your entire mini-map is just blue. You're like, wait, what? What's going on here? It's like there's just this giant ball on your mini-map, and no, that's just like a million enemies. And just like you see the ball like separate like a swarm of bees. It's like, oh god, it's fight a million enemies at once. And it's never been topped.
Yeah, we got a milk bottle.
Worth it.
Well, a fucking bottle is definitely worth it.
Drink the milk, get the bottle. But how fucking bougie is this girl that she's put milk in one of the most expensive rare
Yay, we got bottle number 4. I wonder how much left there is to the Romani's Ranch sidetrack. Like Romani's Ranch side quest. I believe like after the first day, there's then other things on the second day and the second night and stuff. Oh, okay. Then from 6 PM to 7 PM on the second day. can go and get a ride from Crimea into town. And then you have to protect milk bottles by shooting the Gorman brothers with arrows. And then we get a mask out of it. Okay, cool. So 6 to 7 p.m. which means that we should just be able to go and skip to the night of the first day and be straight on it.
No one will ever know. Leave.
Of course you can make it's got off grappling. Go for it. As long as it's like a nice long sausage scarf.
I'll be careful how you word that, mate. You don't want to get like that just sound clip existing on the internet.
I would like to grab a nice long sausage scarf.
But we all
I've done it. I've done it now. So this wiki best not be lying to me. So 6 to 7 p.m. on the second day, which is right fucking now. This is looking positive. Good evening. I'm going to town now to deliver milk. Like a ride? Yeah. See, now I'm not going to say it because you've asked me to say it. That's... It's like...
That's the rule.
That's the rule, yeah. I know you're joking, don't worry. But yeah. It's like, that's always the way, isn't it? Like, I'm going to say it as a joke so that someone could jokingly, like, you know, clip it out. But then the moment someone asks you, you're like, never. Never. The cows always seem bothered and frazzled. I fucking wonder why.
This world, like, cows are constantly, like, threatened. Cows are never... Oh, like,
what are the townsfolk up to? Whoa. Her name's Anju. We will need to do the Anju quest at some point.
What's the deal with the Anju quest?
So I don't know it well enough to spoil, like, to tell you, so I'm not going to spoil it. This is like the Anju and Keifer, is it? Side quest is like one of the most in-depth side quests of the entire game. It's like got a proper story to it. Uh-huh. The road. Boy, get your bow ready. I hope she knows that this is the boy that fended off the aliens last night and not just thinking, yeah, I'm going to get this child endangered. Oh yeah, he's got those billboards nice and ready. Take the detour through the ugly country. Billboards plastered everywhere.
Like, pretty reasonable, nice-looking piece of land of like the ugly country.
Yeah, but I think they're saying ugly just because, oh, billboards.
That's fair. Billboards are highly attractive. They are like an eyesore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, there they are. They're after our milk. This is fucking hard. Dear God.
Like, they really want this milk. Like, how good is milk in this milk?
Maybe they just want the bottles.
That's fair. They are worth, like, you know, $1 billion.
Okay. This isn't too bad. I do have infinite arrows, so I can just spam.
Just machine gunning these arrows. It's like Young Link with these Smash Bros, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ting, 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 ting.
Where do you think he got the ability to combo arrows into arrows? Oh my God. No! We lost one of the bottles. I think that means we made it, though. Okay, that seems good. He's happy to get his first delivery in quite a while. This isn't big, but accept my thanks. It's a mask of a cow, yes. Oh, so this is how we get to the bar. Limited to a number of adult customers. It's proof of membership at the milk bar. I now acknowledge you as an adult. Dear God. That all you need in this world to become an adult is a fucking cow mask.
I respect it.
I don't mind it. It's kind of scary, but... So I guess, like, quickly just go check out the milk bar then. Oh, it's open from 10. Okay, we've got to run around for a second. We just wait for this dude right here to open the bar. Run in. Can we follow? Rude. Fucking rude. He appears half an hour before the bar opens. That's a manager right there, isn't it? Gets his staff to settle the bar and then half an hour before opening just strolls in the front. We're all playing spiritually together. That's why it says playing with you. No, honestly, I thought it deleted that tag. But it's because they've split it into, like, mandatory tags and optional tags. And that was there for the Mario Kart night, so I've just updated that, hopefully. It's like a weird thing of it used to be type in every tag, whereas now it's like, here's locked tags that are, like, auto-filled in from the game that you play in, and then also add other tags. God, yes. We were scheduled to do a show, but it got cancelled. The place has a reputation for being a great live venue, so it's a shame. Can you help me with a performance? Yes. Yes, we can.
Right. I guess I don't want to, but...
Go stand on the center spotlight with an ocarina. So is this going to be that we need, like, each instrument?
Which you've got a lot of the instruments, so I guess this could work.
Well, there's 4 spotlights and we have 4 instruments.
Maybe it's not thinking like, oh, come back when you found like a guitar, for example, which you now have, so you can do that.
Toto, the band manager, started to your notebook. I like that it's called Toto as well.
Of course, yes, they know why. If they start playing like a remix in the Zelda style, like Africa, like dun 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 dun, because like old Japanese games do have a habit of ripping off like Western rock songs without crediting anybody, hoping they get away with it.
Right, yeah.
And that is like infamous. Like, there's a lot of like Dragon Ball games that have been like delisted for ripping off stuff from like power metal bands from Germany, and it's like maybe just credit them. Or don't rip them off.
Or just don't rip them off.
It's like even Metal Gear Solid 2's got like a ripped off song in it. I've always wanted like a song, and it's like this interview where like they ask Kojima about it, and they just play the 2 songs next to each other, and he's like, "I need to go fix this."
Yeah, community nights. I don't commit to very often. Like, I'd say the monthly sub goal is there to like do another community night, unless we. Oh no, it's literally June now, so like. That will get reset now at the start of the month. So it's like, try to hit 50 subs in the month to do a community night. But every now and then I just like, you know, throw one out there for fun. But it's not like I have any specific time frame for them. I'm sure we'll do another one Mario Kart one at some point because, like, my plan is to normally do Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart. I might also try a Fall Guys one when it goes free to play as well. Throw that into the mix of, like, just, you know, games that a lot of people have that I might have an audience for.
Especially when it's like a game where it's like, oh, it's free now from virtually every platform.
And cross-play as well, yeah.
So anyone can play.
Yeah, happy Pride Month to everyone in chat. Right, I guess we'll get Happy Pride Month. There we go. beat you to it there, old lady. Playing them all.
All at once. Just K's like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. I like how every time he's like, what's that senseless rocket? I kinda like it.
What's that? A guitar? You're a musician for a living, mate. What the fuck?
Well, that guy's not. Not that we know, anyway. I'd love it if you play all the music and this guy turns out to be a singer or something. He's like, yeah, I'll jam with this band.
He does that thing of like, yeah, like I'll join in. It's like no one asked you to.
Yeah,
Like, I'll join in. It's like no one asked you to. Yeah, I'll join in. Okay.
Yeah, we did. I did do it. Like, tried to play Fall Guys with viewers at one point, and then it was like, well, yeah, Fall Guys is crossplay, but you can't pick who you crossplay with. It's only in random play. I was like, all right, okay. So I guess I'll see how it all works out and stuff. Before I commit to that, I'll test it out next time. Brings back so many memories. Oh, the Ballad of the Windfish. Remember the Ballad of the Windfish, Carl?
Windfish, yeah. You need like a fucking orchestra to like wake that windfish up.
I entered show business because I heard this song at the carnival a long time ago. By doing performances, I thought that maybe I'd get to meet the singers of that song. Oh, it must have been Lulu, mother of our current lead singer, who's also named Lulu. Oh, so her mother was also called Lulu. Oh, we take his mask. We take his face.
I want to take his face. Oh.
Stole his face. And I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute, but I want to check, like, what does this guy's face do? Da, 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 da. Oh, okay, interesting. In America, it's the troop leader's mask. Once Link enters by using a mask, oh yeah, he does that. When worn, the mask cries and has a calming effect on people related to Gorman. He wears it in the presence of the Gorman brothers. It affects them emotionally, sapping all desire to be rude out of them. During the segment to defend Crimea's milk to get Romani's mask, wearing that mask will prevent the bandits from attacking. However, the Romani's mask is required to get the mask in the first place. So I wonder, like, what? Oh, okay. It's one of the ways to get a bottle. It says, like, oh, after receiving the request from Gorman, talk to the brothers between 12 to 6 wearing that mask. They'll give you some mystery milk. And after 2 minutes, it actually spoils and turns into moldy milk. So if you don't deliver it to Gorman within that 2 minutes, it spoils. But then if you get it to him in 2 minutes, then you get another empty bottle. So that means that we're on the path to bottle number 5.
Which is good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have 5 of the 6 bottles then, which is great.
And then you'll be unstoppable because you'll have 5 of the 6 bottles.
Oh, you've seen how valuable bottles are in this game.
It's that thing though of like just all this effort and it's like you'll get a bottle and it's like, my god, how fucking good are bottles in this universe?
Well, they're pretty good when they can hold a fairy that revives you from death.
No, it's the fairies that'll be valuable then.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's only 6 objects in the entire game that can apparently hold any of these things.
Maybe that's why there's
Supply and demand, Carl. The value because no one has them.
Or why there's not many left as well.
Yeah. Yeah, hi Luna. I have had a good day, thank you. Just wrapping up this stream, unfortunately. Yeah, we've had a good day of just alien hunting.
And that's the thing, it was a long day of alien, like an entire fucking day. a hunting demo.
And that's what I kind of appreciate about Majora's Mask is like that a lot of the game isn't necessarily the dungeons. Like a lot of the game is focused on the side questing.
And exploring the world and interacting with the people within it. It does make the world, even though this game was, like I said, thrown together very quickly, it does make the world feel very alive.
Yes,
Probably,
yeah.
like, if people only used to more modern games, seems a bit.
And like, as well, the fact that
it does. Like, this is a world where there's a lot to do. There's a lot of interactivity within it.
And like, you know, a lot of things lead into one another of like, oh well, you know, doing this thing of defending the cows from the aliens has led into being able to then get milk into town, which has then led into being able to get access to the milk bar where we can get the mask of the circus leader, which then means we can go to his brother's and go get milk from him to go get a bottle.
So it definitely ripped it off.
I mean, yeah, it took everyone else like 21 years to grasp onto the time loop game. I'm glad you enjoy the emotes, yeah. Thank you very much. I'm glad to have them there. Really nice. And yeah, I guess like I'll be back on Thursday, but I'll be doing on Thursday I'll be back 11 PM to watch like the PlayStation stream, like the PlayStation State of Play.
That's going to be like God of War and stuff gets announced.
I doubt it. I think that's going to be like Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy 16 because they've said it's mainly from like third parties and then PSVR 2. So they specifically didn't say there'd be much first party games.
Oh, I know.
So I'll probably be live around like maybe 10:30 on the Thursday, just to, like, you know, preamble, chat to people, do some predictions and stuff, and chat about what we think we'll see. Yeah, I will probably like do something about the Pokemon trailer, but like tomorrow at 2 we'll be streaming on Patreon for the podcast, which is exactly when that trailer for Pokemon comes out.
Yeah, speaking of which, round 2 is good for me because I've got a call with my accountant at 1.
Okay, cool, yeah.
I can do that and go live into that. But if you want to record something after the fact, you can always like get the what is it now? The fact piece will record a bit later if you're wanting to do something for it.
No, that's fine. I'll just do something afterwards. So don't worry. And then what about 9 o'clock British time tomorrow for Final Fantasy X, I presume?
Yeah, you recording anything to go into it or?
Probably not, just because like 3-day week I need to prioritize other stuff.
That's fair enough, yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I will. Yeah, regardless of the 3-day week, I'll do like my Thursday stream because I want to watch along all like, you know, the Summer Games Fest stuff with chat. So
yeah, I'll be around for that, so I can join in with you. But I don't know because, like, as I said, I've got people who've got me out potentially on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Because it is, yeah, nice 4-day weekend here in the UK. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining, and have a lovely day, evening, night wherever you are. Thank you very much.
Cheers, everyone.